Hey guys, today we're going to talk about training for freediving. Me and Aaron are in Gili Trawangan doing a little bit of depth training, and so we've been here for a few weeks, and hence the change of scene. Okay, so today I'm going to introduce how we train for freediving, what we're really trying to train, and a method in which we can all use to train ourselves. So for starters, there's really three different types of trainings that we can be doing for freediving. There is breath hold training, which includes, any kind of static breath hold, dynamic breath hold, diving, any kind of breath hold training. Training where you are improving your body's ability to breath hold and dive and all the things that come along with it. Then we have our strength and conditioning. This is basically going to the gym or running. So our cardiovascular fitness, our strength, and also our anaerobic fitness. And then we have our skills and techniques. This is when we're working on our equalization, our finning technique, our relaxation, our flexibility, all these kinds of things. So breath holding, strength and conditioning, skills and technique. One of the questions that I'm always being asked is how often should I train? Or how many times a week should I do breath hold training? Or how many times a week should I go to the gym? And so what we're going to do now is we are all going to have a very similar training schedule. Now, everybody is different. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm not trying to give everyone the same regime. I'm not trying to give everyone the same schedule. Instead, we're going to be creating our own training schedules using a point system where every single training exercise will be given a value, a value of points, a number of points. And per week, we're going to aim to do a certain amount of points per week. For example, in the beginning, for those who are not fully accustomed to training, not fully accustomed to a lot of breath holding, you'll be doing a 15-point program. Those who are more experienced will be doing an 18-point program, and those who are more experienced will be doing a 21-point program. Now, every breath holding exercise or every breath holding session is going to be worth 3 points. Every gym session that you go to, every time you do strength and conditioning training, that is going to be worth 2 points. And every time you sit down to work on skills, to work on your breathing, to work on your equalization, to work on different kinds of freediving skills, those are going to be worth 1 point. So for example, if I went to the pool 3 times in 1 week and did some pool training, that's already 9 points. And then I've got 6 points to make up before I have a full program. So anyone that is relatively new to breath holding and freediving training will be working around a 15-point program. Anyone that is a bit more advanced or simply has the time or the room in their life to train more will be working around an 18-point program. And anyone who is of a master level, anyone who is taking their training a little bit more seriously and wants to make larger developments in their freediving will be working around a 21-point program. Now, if there's anyone out there that wants to be working around a 25 or a 28-point program, make sure you send me a private message and we can have a chat. We can assess your level and work out what's going to be best for you. But ideally, we don't want to be overtraining. So from now on, every time I introduce a training exercise, I will give it a point value. For the most part, all breath holding exercises will be given a 3-point value. All gym exercises will be given a 2-point value, and all skills training will be given a 1-point value. But it isn't always going to be the same. Sometimes they'll be different. So I'll be giving each exercise a point value so that you can build them up and create your own training schedule, create your own training timetable that suits you, that suits your life. Now, something that's very important when you are crafting your own training schedule is knowing your body's recovery times, knowing how long it takes you to recover back to 100% after a workout at the gym, after a run, after doing a breath holding session. So when you are crafting your training schedule, I want you to always be mindful of rest. Rest is just as important as training. If you don't rest, your body will not recover and improve before the next session. In general, after any breath holding or gym session, you should rest for at least half a day, ideally 1 full day, before you are training again. And every week, we ideally want to have 1 complete day of rest. If you can have 2 complete days of rest, that's probably even better. Rest is super important. When it comes to breath holding sessions, maximum 3 times per week are we safe to train. After that, unless you're quite adapted to or quite accustomed to like big breath holding sessions or training tables or just in general freediving exercises, it will be very hard for your body to fully recover if you're training more than 3 times per week. 2 times per week is great for breath holding exercises. 3 times a week would be ideal, but no more than 3 times per week. Unless we are working with a 21-point program or above. So anyone who is working with a 15-point program or an 18-point program, maximum 3 training sessions of breath holding per week. Anyone that is working with a 21-point program or above, maximum 4 training sessions per week of breath holding. So now as you watch the videos where I mention exercises or bring up specific exercises that you can be doing, they'll all be given a point value, and it's up to you to fit those values into your point program for the week. No more than 15 or 18 or 21 points per week, depending on what level you feel that you're at. And if you have any questions, obviously send me a message, we'll have a chat, we'll work out the best way to fit those exercises into your program, and we can work out which point program you should be doing for your level.